All right. I had this scheduled for 2:45, but I'm starting early because I'm hopping on a plane here and I want to give myself enough time. Let me see. Looking a little weird. Not loving the angle, but that's okay, guys. Hope you can hear me. I am in an airport. I've gone to the quietest place that I can find. We have to talk about something new channels have to take into consideration or they're going to get demonetized. And this has to do with YouTube's enforcement, new way of enforcing what they call their reused content policy. And this is channels are getting demonetized for violating the reused content policy. And channels are getting struck for simultaneously live streaming videos to multiple channels at the same time. And it's interesting to see how poorly YouTube has communicated on this subject. The first channel I was aware of that got demonetized was Michael, literally Michael, Serge's husband, Michael. And he got dinged for this. And I thought for sure, once Michael explains that he's not uploading someone else's video, but that he's live streaming a conversation that he's personally participating in, for sure, once YouTube get this explanation, they're going to be like, oh, we understand, no worries, and they're going to redo it. Michael provided his explanation. YouTube says absolutely disapproved without actually explaining what the real problem was. Then Liz Gale got demonetized. She provided an explanation. They said, nope, disapproved. This violates our reused content policy without explaining what was wrong with her explanation. And then Jenna Miscavige's channel got demonetized for the exact same reason. She has not submitted an appeal yet because she has certain things she's going to try to do before appealing to give her appeal the best chance of approval. But then just yesterday, Mike Brown's channel got demonetized, or 2 days ago. He submitted his appeal. He showed me the video that he was going to submit for his appeal. And I said, there's no chance that this explanation doesn't get accepted. YouTube responded to him saying, not accepted. You can try to reapply for monetization in 90 days. And finally, this morning, I watched a video that YouTube put out on one of their channels that provided an explanation that for me, for the first time, made sense. And I probably won't do it justice trying to regurgitate the entire explanation, but here's what I took away from it, and here's how I'll try to explain it the best that I can. Let's say it's a video where 4 people are participating, and that video is being streamed to 4 separate channels. What YouTube has explained is they want a channel to provide unique content that is unique to that creator and that channel. Now, it's funny because in some respects, each person on that let's say it's a 4-member panel discussion, each member on that channel is providing unique content, unique perspective. But here's the new understanding that I came to this morning. That video, that standalone, that finished product video, that is a video of a conversation between 4 individuals who are each bringing their own unique perspective to the conversation. That entire video is on its own a unique product. If you now have that unique product existing on 4 separate channels, and each of the 4 participants are each making that claim that this is a unique product to me because it involves me. Do you see what's happening now? You have 4 people all making a claim of uniqueness to a single product. It is the end product that is unique. And if 4 people are each making a claim of uniqueness to a single product, it sort of invalidates the claim of uniqueness. Unique means one. And what new channels need to do? Oh, by the way, the reason why my channel has not been demonetized for this reason is because YouTube has explained they don't review this on a video basis. They review this on a channel basis. So if you're a brand new channel and all of your videos are live streams that you've done with other people, and that video's been simultaneously streamed to other channels, YouTube has no choice. I mean, they always have a choice. Don't get me wrong. I'm not letting them off the hook here. But the algorithm, or the people at YouTube who, if they want to make a mindless decision, have no choice but to go. But this channel is not providing anything unique, because all of the content on this channel already exists somewhere else on YouTube. That's the thing that finally dinged for me this morning. It's like, oh, it's not about whether the creator should be able to make a good faith claim to that material. It's whether YouTube goes, but what's the point of this channel if all of the content on it already exists elsewhere on YouTube? That is why brand new creators, first of all, stop simultaneously streaming to other channels, period. Don't do it. You're just asking the rhythm to ding you. And then hoping, you're just rolling the dice that if you give them an explanation, you'll stop simultaneously live streaming with other channels. Do unique content. So it's better, like let's say there's 3 people that want to have a chat. Do that chat on one channel. Let's say 3 people want to have a 3-hour chat. Either do a 3-hour chat on one channel, or do 1 hour chat on one channel, the 2nd hour on another channel, and the 3rd hour on another channel. Have your priority be that the content that exists on your channel is not something that can be found elsewhere. And I think this actually makes sense for our community for a number of reasons. Our community has gotten big enough. There's enough channels and the audience is big enough that the audience should watch conversations they're interested in on the channel where that conversation is occurring, and it should be on one channel. It no longer makes sense for the audience to go, oh, there's a conversation that I'm interested in, and now I'm going to pick which one of the 3 channels I want to watch that conversation is happening on. It doesn't even really make sense from a community perspective to be having one conversation streaming on 2 or 3 or 4 channels. When you really think about it, in the early days, it sort of made sense. But honestly, I'll tell you, when I first started simultaneously streaming videos to multiple channels, that was only with Mike Rinder and Mark Headley. And the reason we started doing that is so that I didn't have to feel bad about asking them to do conversations with me on my channel. I said, let's level the playing field here. So I don't have to act like you're doing me a favor every time I don't have to feel like I'm asking you to do me a favor every time I ask you to do a chat with me. How about we do chats on we simultaneously stream them, so that it's not me asking you to do me a favor. It's actually me presenting an opportunity to do something that will help the both of us. And that's how that started. And I think what happened is, first of all, YouTube wasn't enforcing its reused content back then in the same way that they're doing it now. And also, I was always producing so much additional unique content on my channel that on a channel review basis, YouTube could never conclude that my channel existed predominantly to reuse other people's content. And even in the video that I watched this morning from YouTube, they made it very, 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 very clear. It is 100% okay to do reaction videos, to play a clip and give your commentary. It is 100% okay to use other people's content in ways that conform with fair use, which I'm very good at doing that on my channel. And it's one of my favorite ways to do videos. But where we are hurting ourselves is the simultaneous streaming. And especially on new channels, guys. So I know it looked like, especially when like 3 of the channels that have been dinged are all SPTV Foundation board members. I know it's going to look like there's some sort of campaign by Scientology to get these channels demonetized. And I told Mike Brown, I said, Mike, if this video explanation that you've just given, which was phenomenal, is not accepted by YouTube, then there's some sort of operation going on. And when he texted me this morning showing that YouTube had shot him down, I said, there's no way. And then I watched this video from YouTube and I was like, oh, I get it. And so here's a little bit of advice that I just want to give to new channels who may be like, Jesus, what could I possibly what do I have to talk about all the time? Here's my advice. If only for the purpose of creating a track record of purely original content, I want to encourage new channels to lean into the Q&A format. Ask your subscribers, ask your viewers, What's a question you've always wanted to ask someone about Scientology that you've never gotten an answer to? And just for the purpose of creating as much unique content as possible, do like a Q&A series. This is something Jenna Miscavige is going to start doing this. I'm gonna help her with it. I think everyone else should do this as well. It's also an amazing way to flood YouTube with helpful videos on the subject of Scientology, particularly for former Scientologists. Just ask your viewers, what's a question about Scientology you never feel you've received a satisfactory answer to? Or you've never, it doesn't mean the answers have never been given. It doesn't mean the answers don't exist. It means you're asking your viewers. And really on a channel, that's really what you have. It's your relationship to the people who watch your videos. What's some questions about Scientology you've always wondered about? And just jump on and be like, hey guys, question of the day. Question of the day. The question, this is about, here's the question and here's the answer. And even explain to your viewers, hey guys, I'm trying to put up as much original content as possible. Channels are getting dinged. This is the easiest way to put up original content. Just every day, 2 times a day, help 3 times a day, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute videos. It also helps you go through the reps, gets you comfortable starting live streams, gets you comfortable ending them, gets you comfortable talking to your camera, looking like a weirdo in an airport like I'm doing right now. And I think it's honestly really good content. When you think about it, guys, a lot of the Q&A videos that are out there are like mine. They're 1 hour long. They're 1 hour long. They're 2 hours long. Sometimes I go back and I put in chapter breaks. Sometimes I don't go back and I put in chapter breaks. How many people on the internet are really sitting down and watching a 1 hour Q&A video or a 2 hour Q&A video? Are there a lot of people who like watching those things? Yes. Are those reaching the vast majority of the people on YouTube? No, of course not. That's not how the vast majority of people on YouTube consume content. So what if there were channels out there that were just flooded with hundreds of single question and answer videos on the subject of Scientology? Wouldn't that be kind of cool? That would be something a little new. That's not something that really exists. Are there clip channels out there? Yes. But anyway, you guys get what I'm saying. So this is a really important thing to make sure that the SPTV channels out there, particularly the new ones, retain their monetization and don't get screwed by YouTube. All right, guys, that's it for me. Looks like my flight is boarding. Let me just say hi to some people. Suprav. It sounds stupid if the participants agree, which is implied by the stream. It seems unjust. YouTube is controlling the narrative, period. I agree. It doesn't make sense. The people are not violating any rules. The videos are still advertiser friendly. There's no reason at all that this should be a problem, but this is what needs to be done in order to avoid the BS from YouTube. Virginia Martinez, thank you very, very much. And that's going to do it for me, folks. I got to jump, and I'll catch you on the flip side. I'll be back in Clearwater tonight, and I'll be looking to do something else, do another live stream when I get home. All right. Bye-bye, guys.